ఒక
This conference will now be
డాక్టర్ ఉండే
recorded.
అనమాట.
ఆహా.
తను ఏమంటుండే అంటే ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఎనీ టైం ఇట్లాంటి పాండమిక్స్ ఏమైనా వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇట్ విల్ బి అ బెల్ కర్వ్, పీక్ వెళ్ళి దెన్ ఇట్ విల్ స్లోలీ స్టార్ట్ రెడ్యూసింగ్. సో కరెంట్లీ మార్చ్ అండ్ ఏప్రిల్ వుడ్ బి ద పీక్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ పాండమిక్. After that, it will reduce, but we don't know how much time it would take. It may take 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 8 months.
ఓకే.
Yeah.
Hopefully everything gets better. Hopefully.
Yeah.
ఇంట్లో
30
కూర్చొని కూడా
first.
ఇంట్లో కూర్చొని కూడా భయపడ్డం అంటే ఇదే నాకు తెలియదు.
Yeah. ఎవడో ఎక్కడో మారుమూల ప్రాంతంలో గబ్బిలని తిన్నాడని చెప్పి ఈ ప్రపంచం మొత్తం ఆగిపోయింది కదా.
హారిబుల్.
కానీ అదే
చెప్పు నాగరాజ్.
అదే బేసిక్ గా వీళ్ళు బయోవార్ అంటారు కదా. సో చెప్పలేదు వాళ్ళ దాని వల్లనో లేకపోతే వారో నిజంగానే చైనాలో తగ్గింది అంత రేట్. మిగతా అన్ని కంట్రీస్
వాళ్ళకి ఫస్ట్ కేసు రిపోర్ట్ అయింది నవంబర్ లా.
అవును.
ఇప్పుడు ఎంత ఇది
వాళ్ళు యాక్చువల్లీ అప్పుడే చెప్పి ఉంటే ఇంత సీరియస్ అయ్యేది కాదంట. అప్పుడే అందరు చైనీస్ వాళ్ళని ఐసోలేట్ చేసేసేవాళ్ళంట. కానీ వాళ్ళు చెప్పకుండా దాచి జనవరి 23rd వరకు చెప్పలే. జనవరి 1st వరకు చెప్పలే. జనవరి 1st చైనీస్ న్యూస్ పేపర్ చెప్పిందట ఇట్లా ఒక వైరస్ వస్తుంది అని.
కరోనా వైరస్. ఓకే.
ఇండియాలో బాగా వైరల్ వీడియోలు పాపులర్ అవుతున్నాయి కదా.
అసలు మీమ్స్ ఎక్కువ వస్తున్నాయి. పాటలు పాడుతా ఉన్నారు కొంతమంది.
నాకు నా వాట్సాప్ నిండా పాటలే, ఆ డీజే సాంగ్స్.
నిజంగా అసలు అవలేగాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు మనోళ్ళు.
దేన్ని వదిలిపెట్టట్లే.
అదే కదా. ఓకే, లెట్స్ గెట్ బ్యాక్. ఫైల్ రీడింగ్ ఈరోజు చూద్దాం.
ఓకే. సో ఓన్లీ ఫైల్ రీడింగ్ కదా. ఓకే.
ఓకే. OS module, it relates to the operating system whichever you are using right now. Okay. సో ఇప్పుడు వరకు ఎప్పుడు ఏ ఇంపోర్ట్ చెప్పలేదు. ఫస్ట్ టైం ఒక OS మాడ్యూల్ గురించి. OS అంటే లోకల్ ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్. ఈవెన్ దో వెన్ యూఆర్ రన్నింగ్ ఇట్ ఆన్ a server or you're running it on a local, you will have this module.
Okay.
So this module mainly helps you in changing the directory where you are running this program.
Okay.
See, my program is generally hosted in C users, my username Abhishek, but this file I have placed it in desktop demo session. Whatever file I want to run this Python demo, this one file open demo, it is in this folder location. So if I have to navigate to this folder location, there are few things, like there is a module under OS module. There is a module under OS module which is called as chdir. This is a function. So when I call this function, you have to pass the location, which is the location that you are planning to use. So like this, if you see, there are many other modules under OS. Okay. One situation, one will come into picture and one will come into use. But majorly, if you ask me, os.path, os.chdr, these two are the majorly used. The rest all I hardly see anyone using this. See, he is telling if separator is backslash or forward slash. If you press a shift tab, 1 second. See, string form, it is taking backslash. If you would have given forward slash, I told you, right? If you give did I tell you, or it was in the evening batch? Like when you put it as single backward slash, you have to write it as R in front of the quotes. And when it is double backward slash, it will understand like this. If you give double backward slash, see, it will understand this is this location when you give double backward slash. Or you can write it in this way. or you can write it in this way. So these are the three different ways of representing a directory location in Python. If you represent it in any other way, it won't work out. Is that okay?
Okay.
So you run any of it, it is fine. Then suppose here, if you give backward slash with single backward slash added, you don't write a R in front of it. Okay, you run this, it will throw you error. I don't know what you're doing. See, syntax error. It is showing that here I'm expecting something before this double quote. Unicode error, Unicode escape codec cannot byte in position 2, 3, truncated something. So how generally if some error comes up, see, okay, this is very basic. You when start coding you will understand, but as a beginner to Python, if you get any error, what I would say, just to take this out and search in Google. So basing on that, there will be some suggestions. See, someone would have got similar error. I would always say just go with that. Just open any of the link. See, similar guy, someone has done the same thing. So someone would have given a solution. Yes, they told him put a R in front of it. See here, you need to use a raw string to avoid such behavior. So I would always say, if you are getting some error in Python, just to take some few words of the error and then just Google it out. You might get a solution. So keep in mind, these are the three ways of passing a location in Python. Okay. Now, how to read a file? Okay. How to parse through every line in it. So reading in a file from Python, you will have different modes, right? You might have seen in shell scripting or some other programming, there is read mode, append mode, write mode. You guys agree with me on that?
Yes.
Okay. So when you have to read the file, you have to open the file first of all, right? So
Yep.
simple. This also goes in that way. See, here I'm defining my location. So let's comment these all out. I've defined my location. Now my Python location. PWD. Okay. Now my Python location is changed to my desktop and the demo session folder where my Python demo file is present. So why am I telling you this? If you wouldn't have passed this location here, then you would have had to pass the file like this. Understood?
So
ఒకవేళ నేను ఇది చేయకపోతే ఇట్లా పాస్ చేయాల్సి వచ్చేది, బట్ నేను డిఫాల్ట్ గా లొకేషన్ మార్చి పడేసాను కాబట్టి జస్ట్ ఫైల్ నేమ్ ఇస్తే సరిపోద్ది. Understood or any questions?
So right now my Python program is pointing to that particular folder, and in that folder whatever the file is I can open and see it.
Correct.
Okay.
If you wouldn't have done this here, then you would have had to pass it as I shown some time back. Okay.
So okay, can we point to only one location at one time or multiple locations at one time?
See, if you are having 2-3 files, you are having in 2-3 locations, then you have to go this method only, like this.
Okay. So what if I want to copy the files from one location to another location?
You can do manually, or you can write one more Python program to do that. Move files from one
Okay.
folder to other. You can do that.
Oh,
We will see.
okay.
We will see. We will see that example. Nice question.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So open the file name. Okay. Let me show you what is there within this file. Okay. This file, it is holding some data. Okay. When I used on demo, something is there inside this. So just to let me run this. Okay. You guys know this, no? For every element in a list or a file or a tuple or a dictionary, print the element. You remember the for loop, no? Basic for
Yeah.
loop.
Yeah.
Okay. Now when you run this, it will run through the entire file. It will give you the entire.
File.
Okay now.
Okay.
So this is the basic syntax. Now this is read mode. Okay. Either here you are passing R, or you will pass A, or you will pass W. When you press the shift tab, it should give you yes. File name, mode. There is something called buffering, encoding. If you are having encoding errors wherein you will have CP1252 or UTF-8, in general UTF-8 you would have heard somewhere. Even in SQL also you will face such error. And then if there are any errors, you can bypass those. A new line is none. If you want a new line, then you can put \n or something like that. See, these all are the operations that you can take within this open. But majorly, it will be always the file name followed by the read mode or the upward mode or the write mode. So because once I read this file, I stored it in a variable called file. What am I doing here? For each element in file, just print through it. Then here also same. I have stored this open Python demo read whatever content was there within a variable called file. When I say print file dot read off, what is happening now?
It's also reading the whole file.
Same thing. So either you can use the basic Python for loop which you know how to read it, or you can use the read module. Instead of writing this is a shortcut. Okay.
Okay. So here after file dot we can press tab and see we can all
You can
the
see.
modules, right?
You can see. Yes, correct.
So these are all basically it comes for all the files, right? Not only like specifically
Yeah,
what we
yeah.
are seeing.
When you
Okay.
use this open right, when you
Yeah.
apply it on a file,
Yeah.
this file class, because this is assigned to this open class,
Yeah.
will have all these modules now.
Okay.
Within this class, all these functions are already there.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
now, okay, read off, I'm getting the entire content of the file, right? But
Yeah.
here, if I want to just to take the five letters, read off 5.
So first to 5.
First to 5, read off 6. Okay. Suppose I write 10. Sorry, I put. Okay.
Can
Plus
we
minus.
like
Yeah.
so -5 is like you'll get everything but except
Everything is
last
coming
5.
up.
Last
No.
5, right? Okay.
Everything is coming up. See, FWH, everything has come up. So reverse parsing in this isn't there. If you write any minus value, entire thing is coming up.
Okay.
Under this read, there is no reverse. Just
Okay.
straightforward. Take how many ever you want to. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Here everything is counted. Even a space is considered as one string letter.
Okay.
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 Good. Then okay. I want to open a file. I don't have a file. I don't have anything created here. Suppose in this folder.
I have a small doubt. I don't know if I'm jumping or not. I really don't want to jump. So in the Python demo.txt, right? We are reading first 20 letters. File.read of 20. So we are reading first 20 characters, right?
Correct.
So after reading those first 20 characters, I see there is this Python demo.
Yes, correct. And there is 1990. There is iPhone. There is
So
enter line.
if I isolate Python and know how many times the Python was repeated in the whole file.
Yeah, something like a grep command, no?
I don't know what is grep command.
Okay, you want to remove Python or search for Python in this entire file?
Yeah. So basically, know how many times, like the simple thing what I'm trying to do is like whatever we do, right, in a file we do like Control F, and we try to see wherever that particular whatever, like wherever the Python is highlighted. Right now it's highlighted at 3 locations, right?
Correct. You can do it. Search for a string in a file. You can do that.
Okay.
But that would
like
take effort to write a function.
It is something like predefined module, like
No.
do we get in there? Okay. So we need to write like the whole program?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 second. It would be there actually. This will most probably suggest you regular expressions. You guys have heard of regular expressions any point in time?
No.
You, Nagaraju? Hello? Nada? I think he's sleeping. Nagaraju?
He's in mute.
Okay.
If it's a big thing, we can like do it after.
No. It's see, someone has already given it. But generally we will use regular expressions.
Okay.
See, you wanted to search for Python, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Your file name is this one. Just comment to about 2 lines. This is the keyword that you are searching for. Okay. Python. Okay. Found is equal to is putting it as false. That means I did not find anything. For line in data file, for element in data file, if Python in line found true, break is calling the program. If true, print true, else false, print false. Okay. Sorry. This is Python to Python depot.
Okay. So he's just checking the whole
correct. Some issue.
These print command.
Okay. So another problem. Okay, let me see. With open is the best option. I'll give you a shortest solution. I am jumping. Why I'm using a with open? I'll tell you. So how many times this was present?
3 times.
1, 2. Okay, syntax wise, okay, even the character wise, like capital letter and Python, 2 times it is there. Okay.
Okay.
Now print true. Okay. So with open, how many times it came? Only 1 time.
Once.
So I need the count, right?
Here there is no loop condition, right? It just says that if we get Python,
Correct.
you have to say true.
Correct. If
Yeah.
for Python in
In
f dot read loop through everything, no?
yeah,
Then what we will do,
we just
will
need to put iterator.
we will put a loop. List is equal to 0. I will say L dot append.
Oh, Nagaraj just messaged.
What happened?
Mother calls. You guys carry on. Sorry.
Okay. L dot append. Okay, wait a second. వద్దు ఎందుకు ఇది ఇట్లా సింపుల్ గా పెట్టేసుకున్నా I is equal to 0 అనుకుందాం కదా. I is equal to 0.
I is equal
I is equal to I plus 1.
equal to 1.
Print
I plus equal to 1 కూడా సేమ్ కదా?
same. Both are same.
Okay.
This print you can use, and I will use one more print high here. Let's see what will happen. Okay, now
బ్రేక్ రాయలేదు కదా?
ఒక్క నిమిషం.
Okay.
Okay, something I did for I in L.
అక్కడ ఎలిమెంట్ రాయాలనుకుంటా కదా? Something like
it doesn't matter. This is just okay. You mean to say okay.
For
Element is equal to. It doesn't matter actually.
20 times. Wow.
It is giving you the entire strings, entire letter count within this element. Okay, now wait.
Okay.
Wait. There is something called as find. If it is find, it will just tell you true or false. Let's use this 1 second. Zero. Anything not read. Why? What happened? Why 0? Okay, something is wrong in these. Okay. ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగురా. It is just checking whether Python keyword is present in this or not now. Until now, if it is found, it is giving you true. But
and
now
then it's
here
breaking
we
the
need to do
loop,
one
right?
thing. Correct. Now I is equal to 0. If this is found true, I is equal to
break it.
I plus 1.
And
We will
continue,
try
right?
continue. Continue అయితే
Continue.
రాదు. Continue అయితే skip అయిపోతుంది కదా.
Pass
Okay,
అయితే.
let's see.
Pass
పెట్టాలి actually.
Yeah.
This doesn't make any sense. Now print of I కదా.
Yeah.
ఇక్కడ ప్రింట్ అయి పెట్టేస్తే అయిపోతుంది కిందే.
రిటర్న్ ఫౌండ్ అని ఉంది కదా, అంటే ఫౌండ్ లో ఉన్న రిజల్ట్ సేవ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. దెన్ ఫౌండ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు చెక్ ఆఫ్ అంటే ఆ చెక్
ఫౌండ్ లో ట్రూ అని వస్తుంది నీకు కేవలం.
అవును,
ఫౌండ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2 అని రాస్తాం. ఫౌండ్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఐ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఐ ప్లస్ 1 రాస్తే నీకేమైనా యూజ్ ఉంటది. అర్థమైందా? ఇప్పుడు రాయని ఇది.
ఓకే,
ఇప్పుడు ఫౌండ్ రాస్తే 3 వచ్చింది. అర్థమైంది? అట్లా అదే సంగతి. కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే నువ్వు అడిగింది రెగ్యులర్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ వాడి చేయొచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఒక చిన్న ఫంక్షన్ ఇట్లా రాసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. నువ్వు అంత డైరెక్ట్ గా అయ్యో చూడు ఇట్లా రీడ్ లో ఫైండ్ ఆఫ్ పైథాన్ అని పెడితే రావట్లే, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా రాదు నీకు ఆన్సర్. దాని బదులు ఒక చిన్న ఫంక్షన్ రాసుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఫర్ లూప్, ఇఫ్ కండిషన్లు ఇవే చెప్తున్నా కదా, కౌంటర్ ఎక్కడైనా సరే ఇవే బేసిక్. మళ్ళీ నీకు
ఓకే,
ఏ ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాలన్నా
చుట్టూ తిరిగి మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడికి
ఈ వీటికే వస్తావు. మళ్ళా ఈ వీటికే వస్తావు. లిస్ట్, ఫర్, ఇఫ్, వైల్ ఇవి వాడినంతగా పైథాన్ లో ఇంకేం వాడం మనం.
ఓకే,
అదే ఇంకా ఇటరేటర్ ఐ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఐ ప్లస్ 1.
ఇటరేటర్ బాగా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది కదా. ఇటరేటర్ అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ కి జంప్ అవడం, లిస్ట్ లో ఫస్ట్ ఎలిమెంట్ నుండి సెకండ్ ఎలిమెంట్ కి ఆ ఇండెక్సెస్ వాడుకొని ఇటరేటర్ వాడుకొని జంప్ అవుతూ ఉంటాం కదా.
I am other call. You guys carry on. Sorry. Okay. Suppose you don't have any file here, Pawan. Okay. You want to write something into a file.
Okay.
This is write mode. And what you want to write? This is the write command.
Okay.
It allows us to write it in a particular file.
Okay.
Since you have opened the file, you have to close the file, right? You are trying to write something in a file. You have opened it, you have to close it. Okay. When you run this, you see there is no geeks.txt here, or else there is no Python demo session test, something like this. Okay, we'll put some weird name. There is no file names as such. So when you run this, because your default location is changed to this, see, a file got created 8:47 AM.
Okay. So it automatically creates that file and then it will automatically writes in that file. Okay, cool.
Okay. Suppose it came without any \n. No? Let's try to put a \n after every line.
So we wrote 2 commands, right? But we can only see 1 command, right?
There was no \n.
Okay. There is no enter. Okay. Sorry, I didn't read through the whole text. Okay.
So when I put a \n, it got 2 lines, right?
Okay, yeah.
So for this file, if I want to append some text,
Okay.
some more text,
Okay.
write a append.
Okay.
This will add into that line, put a backslash in front of it.
Okay.
So now you go and see that file.
So is it compulsory to close that file?
Yes, when you open a file, no, if you don't close that file, this file will be always open
Okay.
in the background. So
Okay.
what if you call some other variable and you write some other thing into this file? So when you
Okay.
open a file, always close a file.
Okay.
And the memory is also allocated to it, not to read it.
Okay.
Once
Is
your program ends, no, you better close it always.
Okay, so we always need to know what variable our file name was given so that we can close that file using that
Correct.
variable.
Correct.
Without knowing that variable, can we close bunch of files which are open?
No, you have to be very specific. It is f dot close only.
Okay. Okay.
Or else you are lazy enough to write close. There is a solution that is called as with open.
Okay.
With open this thing,
Okay.
data dot read. With open, there is no need of writing with file dot close. It will automatically close the file once its last line is opened.
Okay.
So same with open of this thing, the syntax is same. File dot read of 5 you can put. Let's
Okay.
see. Then print data.
Okay.
Python. Okay. If you would have put 6,
Python.
answer would have been Python. Okay.
Yep.
See, with open
Okay.
file text R as file read lines for line in data, the same thing which we saw. You jumped a bit, no? There.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Here, word dot split. Error number 2, there is no file dot txt. Okay, we can take when you have changed it in a location, you put the first letter of the file, you press a tab.
Okay.
It will give you what all files are present in that. So instead of getting so many properties also of that particular object, I'll write 2-3 letters Python.
Okay.
See, Python ppt is there, Python demo file is there, Python demo session txt which we just created, that is also there.
Yeah.
I'll just take it for line in data, line dot split by something. So what it is doing, it is splitting by using this file. This is the right command. So what it is doing, it is splitting every element within this, every
List.
word within this file.
Converted
When
it to
it
a
is a
list.
comma, when it is a space,
Okay.
into a comma, into a list element. Okay, now this word, you can print a type of word.
It will be a list, right?
Correct.
Cool.
So if someone asks you, read a file, write it into a list.
Okay, so line dot split is the best way to do it.
Under this, you will have options again. Split law,
Okay.
separator NT. If you had a separator called, suppose I put a
Delimiter అంటున్నారు కదా.
correct. Commas ఉండని
Okay.
అనుకో, you can put
Okay.
comma here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
that's the thing. Got it, no?
Yeah.
So you asked me one question. Move files from one location to other.
Yes.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay.
Using OS.
See, OS అనేది ఒక లైబ్రరీ అయితే.
No, OS అనేది ఒక లైబ్రరీ.
ఓకే. సో ఇంతే ఉంటాయా OS లో, ఫైల్ ని రీడ్ చేయడం, రైట్ చేయడం?
OS కి
ఇంకేమన్నా?
సంబంధించిన డీటెయిల్స్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసుకోవడం చాలా ఉంటాయి. కాకపోతే Majorly what you will use is the point.
Okay.
See, there is something called as shuttle module. Okay.
Okay.
Your path is like I told you, right? If you put a forward slash, just mention like this: path to current file, so and so file name, to this direction, from to directory to for directory. Okay. Then he is telling shuttle dot move from here to here. Then he is using os dot replace also, any of it. Okay.
OS dot replaces will replace మన ఫైల్ లొకేషన్ అక్కడి నుండి అక్కడికి. ఓకే.
Correct. See, os dot rename, os dot listdir, so many things will be there. See, there is one very good question people ask you.
Okay.
What is sys module versus os module in Python?
What is which module versus
this module versus os module in Python?
This module?
Sys sys module versus
sys module
os
versus
module. OS module in Python.
Okay.
This is very famously asked question.
Okay.
I would suggest you to read it.
Okay.
See, this is again system module, right? OS is also operating system module only.
Okay.
But what is the difference between these two? It is more kind of textbook stuff. If you read it, it won't see. Practically, there is no much of a difference. But textbook wise, when you saw a tuple versus a list, like it is mutable, it is immutable, such kind of answer it is.
Okay.
So I would suggest just to read through what is this sys module versus OS module. Just to Google it, and then you will get the information on that. It's not that difficult. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
So 1 second. Where we are now?
This session was fast.
It is very easy, no?
Yeah.
See, yesterday it was easier session, but we made it complex because we wanted to understand difficult things like exception, try, except, finally. But day before it was very difficult because that is the complex level of classes, right? So that is very difficult. So now see, exception handling, file handling is done. By the classes we have done justification. I feel classes we have done proper justification, that PPT and the exam.
Yeah.
Then the difficulty starts now. Generator, iterator.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you will see. You will see how it goes tomorrow. So you will be available tomorrow because you said Friday evening I generally travel.
No. I'm available.
Okay.
Because of this corona.
Okay. Sorry. Tomorrow I can't take the class, man. I have a doctor appointment for my wife. I have to go tomorrow.
Okay.
Sure. Chalo.
Okay.
Tomorrow I won't be able to take. We'll meet up day after. Okay. Bye.
Okay. Sure. Bye.